Many seniors take magnesium at night because they believe it helps them sleep, relax their muscles, calm their nerves, and stop those painful leg cramps that wake them up at 2 or 3 in the morning. And for some people, magnesium may help. But here's the warning most people never hear. After 60, magnesium is not just a bedtime supplement, it is an electrolyte. It affects your muscles, your nerves, your blood pressure, your digestion, and your heart rhythm. And if your kidneys are not clearing minerals properly, if you take certain medications, if you already feel dizzy at night, or if magnesium gives you diarrhea, taking it before bed may backfire. Magnesium is not the enemy. Your body needs it, but the wrong dose, the wrong timing, or the wrong combination can turn something helpful into something that quietly works against you. And warning sign number 3 is the one many seniors mistake for normal aging, when it may actually be your body telling you something is off. Before we begin, comment magnesium if you have ever taken it for sleep, leg cramps, muscle tension, or stress. I want to know how many of you have this bottle sitting near your bed right now. Now, let us slow this down and make it practical. Because the question is not, is magnesium good or bad? That is the wrong question. The better question is magnesium safe for my body, my kidneys, my medications, my blood pressure, and my digestion at night? That is where many people get into trouble. They hear that magnesium is natural. They hear that it supports sleep. They hear that it relaxes muscles. So they start taking it every night, sometimes 1 capsule, sometimes 2, sometimes a powder, sometimes combined with a sleep drink, a multivitamin, an antacid, or a laxative. And they never stop to ask how much magnesium is actually entering their body from all those sources. Magnesium is involved in hundreds of enzyme reactions. It helps muscles contract and relax. It helps nerves send signals. It supports normal blood pressure and blood sugar control. It plays a role in heart rhythm. So yes, this mineral matters. But because it matters, you have to respect it. You cannot treat it like candy just because it is sold over the counter. The National Institutes of Health lists the recommended daily allowance for adults over 51 as 420 milligrams per day for men and 320 milligrams per day for women. But here is the part many people miss. The upper limit for supplemental magnesium, meaning magnesium from pills, powders, laxatives, or medications, is 350 milligrams per day for adults. That upper limit does not include magnesium naturally found in food. It is specifically about extra magnesium you add on top. That distinction is important. Magnesium from spinach, nuts, seeds, beans, and whole grains comes packaged with fiber, potassium, plant compounds, and a natural food matrix. A capsule is more concentrated. A powder can be even easier to overdo. A laxative or antacid with magnesium can add more than you realize. And if you are over 60, that extra magnesium does not enter a young, medication-free body. It enters a body that may be dealing with blood pressure pills, water pills, reflux medicine, diabetes, kidney changes, dehydration, or nighttime bathroom trips. That is why 2 people can take the same magnesium capsule before bed and have completely different results. One person sleeps a little better, another wakes up dizzy, weak, nauseated, or running to the bathroom. One person is taking a supplement. Another person is unknowingly creating a medication timing problem. One person clears the extra magnesium well, another person may not. So before you take one more capsule tonight, check these 4 warning signs. The first one is the most important after age 60. The first warning sign is kidney disease, a low eGFR, or being told by your doctor that your kidney function is not as strong as it used to be. Many people think the main question is, can magnesium help me sleep? But after 60, the better question is, can my kidneys safely clear what I am taking? Your kidneys are one of your body's safety filters. When magnesium levels rise, healthy kidneys help remove extra magnesium through urine. But when kidney function is reduced, that safety valve may not work as well. Magnesium from supplements, powders, antacids, laxatives, and certain over-the-counter products can begin to accumulate. This is why kidney health matters so much. You may feel fine, you may not have pain, you may not know your eGFR number, but chronic kidney disease can be silent, especially in people who have had diabetes, high blood pressure, or vascular disease for years. And in that situation, taking magnesium casually at night is not always harmless. A normal blood magnesium level is often around 1.7 to 2.3 milligrams per deciliter. A high magnesium level is often considered above 2.6 milligrams per deciliter. You do not need to memorize those numbers. What you need to remember is the principle. If your kidneys are weak, magnesium is not something to stack casually at night. When magnesium builds too high, the symptoms can be confusing because they may look like other problems. You might feel nauseated. You might feel unusually weak. You might feel flushed, heavy, sleepy, or lightheaded. Your blood pressure may drop. Your breathing can feel harder in severe cases. Your heartbeat can become abnormal. In extreme cases, very high magnesium can become dangerous. Now, I want to be very clear. This does not mean every senior should fear magnesium. It means if you have kidney disease, if your eGFR is low, if your doctor has mentioned chronic kidney disease, or if you have long-standing diabetes or high blood pressure, you should not guess. Magnesium at night is something to discuss with your doctor or pharmacist, especially if you are taking more than a small amount. This is especially important if you use magnesium from more than one source. Maybe you take a magnesium capsule at night, but you also take a multivitamin. Maybe you use a powder for sleep. Maybe your antacid has magnesium. Maybe your constipation product contains magnesium. That is how some people get into trouble. They are not thinking of it as one big dose. They are thinking of it as several harmless products. But your kidneys do not see marketing labels. They see the total mineral load. If you are over 60 and have kidney disease, ask about your eGFR and creatinine. Ask whether magnesium supplementation is appropriate for you. Ask whether your dose is safe. And if you are using antacids or laxatives with magnesium, bring the bottle to your appointment. Do not just say, "I take a supplement." Show the exact product. Here is the simple rule. If your kidneys are healthy, your body usually has a better ability to handle extra magnesium. If your kidneys are not healthy, your margin of safety becomes smaller. And the older you are, the less room there may be for guessing. Do not stop a medication or supplement suddenly just because of this video. But if you have kidney disease, magnesium at night is not something to treat casually. It is something to personalize. And kidney function is only half the story. The second warning sign is where many seniors make the mistake without realizing it, because the danger is not always magnesium alone. Sometimes, it is the combination. The second warning sign is that you are taking medications that can interact with magnesium or medications that can change magnesium levels in your body. This is one of the biggest reasons seniors need to be careful. After 60, many people are not taking one thing. They are taking blood pressure medication, cholesterol medication, reflux medication, bone medication, diabetes medication, sometimes antibiotics, sometimes diuretics, and then they add magnesium at night because they heard it helps sleep. The problem is that magnesium can bind to certain medications in the digestive tract and reduce how well they are absorbed. In other cases, the medication itself may increase or decrease magnesium levels. So the issue is not magnesium is bad. The issue is, where does magnesium sit in the schedule of everything else you take? Let us start with bone medications, especially oral bisphosphonates like alendronate, often known by the brand name Fosamax. These medications are commonly used for osteoporosis. They already have strict instructions because absorption can be poor if they are taken incorrectly. Magnesium-rich supplements or medicines can reduce absorption of these drugs if they are taken too close together. A safer spacing is often at least 2 hours before or after, but your doctor or pharmacist should guide your exact schedule. Think about that for a moment. A senior may be carefully taking a bone medication to protect against fractures, then unknowingly placing magnesium too close to it and reducing the benefit. That is not a magnesium problem. That is a timing problem. But the result still matters. Next are certain antibiotics, especially tetracycline-type antibiotics and quinolone antibiotics. Examples include doxycycline, ciprofloxacin, and levofloxacin. Magnesium can bind with these antibiotics and make them harder for the body to absorb. That is why these antibiotics are often separated from magnesium-containing supplements. A common spacing rule is that the antibiotic should be taken at least 2 hours before or 4 to 6 hours after a magnesium supplement. But again, follow your prescription label and pharmacist. This is why timing matters. Magnesium at night may sound harmless until it lands too close to the wrong medication. Now, let us talk about diuretics, often called water pills. Some water pills can increase magnesium loss through urine. Examples include loop diuretics like furosemide and bumetanide, and thiazide diuretics like hydrochlorothiazide. Other types, such as potassium-sparing diuretics like amiloride or spironolactone, can reduce magnesium excretion. That means one person may be losing more magnesium, while another may be holding on to more. This is where guessing becomes risky. If you take a water pill and you are also adding magnesium, you need to understand your situation. Are you low? Are you normal? Are you retaining too much because kidney function is reduced? The same supplement can make sense for one person and be wrong for another. Then there are proton pump inhibitors, the acid reflux medicines many people take for heartburn or GERD. Examples include omeprazole-type medicines, Nexium, and Prevacid. Long-term use, often for more than a year, has been linked to low magnesium in some people. In cases reviewed by the Food and Drug Administration, about 25% of the cases did not correct with magnesium supplements alone, and the person had to stop the PPI under medical guidance. That is an important point. If you take acid reflux medicine every day, the problem may not simply be that you need more magnesium. The real question may be why your magnesium is low in the first place, and whether the medication, your diet, your kidneys, or your digestive tract is part of the story. Also pay attention to products you do not think of as supplements. Some laxatives contain magnesium, some antacids contain magnesium, some sleep powders contain magnesium, some electrolyte drinks contain magnesium. If you take these on top of a capsule, the amount can add up quietly. This is why I want you to do something practical. Comment meds if you take magnesium and prescription medication on the same day. Not because you are doing something wrong, but because it is a reminder that timing matters. And tonight or tomorrow morning, take every bottle you use and line them up. Your prescription bottles, your over-the-counter pills, your sleep supplements, your multivitamin, your antacid, your constipation product. Look for the word magnesium. Look for magnesium oxide, magnesium citrate, magnesium glycinate, magnesium carbonate, magnesium chloride, magnesium gluconate, magnesium malate, or magnesium threonate. Then ask, how much am I actually getting? This simple step can prevent a lot of confusion. The danger is not that magnesium exists. The danger is assuming every over-the-counter supplement is automatically safe with every medication at every time of day. After 60, that assumption is too casual. And now we come to the third warning sign. This is the one many people ignore because they blame it on aging. The third warning sign is dizziness, unusual weakness, low blood pressure symptoms, or a strange heartbeat after taking magnesium. Many seniors say, I am just getting older. But dizziness, unusual weakness, heavy fatigue, or a heartbeat that feels strange at night should not be dismissed that quickly. I am not saying every episode of dizziness is caused by magnesium. It may be blood pressure medication. It may be dehydration. It may be an inner ear problem. It may be anemia. It may be blood sugar. It may be an abnormal heart rhythm. But if these symptoms appear after you start magnesium, increase the dose, switch forms, combine it with other products, or take it right before bed, that pattern matters. Your body keeps electrolytes in a narrow range because they control electrical signaling. Nerves use electrical signals. Muscles depend on electrical gradients. Your heart rhythm depends on electrical stability. Magnesium plays a role in that system, along with potassium, sodium, calcium, chloride, and other electrolytes. When electrolytes are off, the body may not send a dramatic warning at first. It may whisper through small symptoms. You stand up at night and feel lightheaded. You feel unusually weak in your legs. You feel more drowsy than expected. Your heart feels like it skipped a beat. You feel nauseated. You feel oddly heavy or slow. You feel like something is not quite right, but you tell yourself it is just age. Do not ignore the pattern. Symptoms linked with abnormal magnesium levels can include nausea, vomiting, fatigue, weakness, muscle cramps, numbness, tingling, irregular heartbeat, diarrhea, and abdominal cramping. Low magnesium and high magnesium can sometimes produce overlapping symptoms, which is exactly why guessing can be misleading. You cannot always know by symptoms alone whether your magnesium is low, high, or whether something else is going on. This is why I do not like the phrase, just take more magnesium. It sounds simple, but the body is not that simple. If someone has cramps, weakness, or poor sleep, magnesium might be one piece of the puzzle, but so might potassium. So might sodium, so might calcium, so might hydration, so might kidney function, so might medication timing, so might circulation, neuropathy, or blood sugar. A senior who wakes up at night with leg cramps may not need a giant magnesium dose. They may need better hydration earlier in the day, better potassium intake from food, a medication review, improved blood sugar control, gentle calf stretching, or a lower dose in a different form. That is why symptoms must be interpreted in context. Let me give you a common scenario. A person over 70 starts magnesium before bed because they want to sleep better. The first night, they feel a little more relaxed, so they continue. Then they raise the dose. A week later, they notice they are more lightheaded when standing up at night to use the bathroom. They feel weaker in the morning. Their stools are looser. They are waking more often, not less. But instead of connecting the dots, they think, I am getting older. That is the mistake. If magnesium is making you feel worse, it is not working for you in that form, dose, timing, or medical context. And if you experience chest pain, fainting, severe shortness of breath, severe confusion, or a heartbeat that feels dangerously irregular, do not wait to see if it passes. Get medical help. Those are not symptoms to sleep off. Those are symptoms to check. The important thing is not to panic. The important thing is to become observant. Write down when you take magnesium. Write down the dose. Write down what form you take. Write down whether you felt dizzy, weak, nauseated, unusually sleepy, or had a strange heartbeat afterward. Bring that pattern to your doctor or pharmacist. A good supplement plan should make your body more stable, not more unpredictable. Now, the fourth warning sign may sound less serious at first, but for seniors, it can quietly ruin sleep, hydration, balance, and safety at night. The fourth warning sign is diarrhea, abdominal cramping, or having to run to the bathroom after taking magnesium. If your magnesium makes you run to the bathroom at night, it is not improving your sleep. It is stealing your sleep. Many people dismiss diarrhea as a minor side effect. They say, "It just loosened my stomach a little." But after 60, nighttime diarrhea or urgent bathroom trips are not small. They can lead to dehydration. They can disturb electrolyte balance. They can make you feel weak the next morning. They can worsen dizziness when you stand up. They can increase the risk of falling in the dark. They can turn a sleep supplement into a sleep disruptor. High doses of magnesium from supplements or medications can cause diarrhea, nausea, and abdominal cramping. Some forms are more likely to do this in certain people. Magnesium oxide is a common example. Magnesium citrate can also loosen stools, especially at higher doses. Magnesium carbonate, chloride, gluconate, and oxide are among the forms commonly reported to cause diarrhea. This does not mean one form is bad for everyone. It means your response matters. Your digestive system gets a vote. The reason magnesium can cause loose stools is that unabsorbed magnesium salts can draw water into the intestine and stimulate bowel activity. That is useful when a person needs a laxative under proper guidance. It is not useful when a senior is trying to sleep through the night, avoid dehydration, and walk safely to the bathroom. A supplement that wakes you up 3 times a night is not a sleep supplement anymore. So ask yourself, after taking magnesium at night, do I get abdominal cramping? Do I have loose stools? Do I wake up urgently needing the bathroom? Do I feel dry mouth or extra thirst in the morning? Do I stand up and feel dizzy? Do I feel weaker after nights when my digestion is upset? If the answer is yes, do not simply push through it. Check the dose, check the form, check whether you are stacking magnesium from other sources, check whether the label lists elemental magnesium, and if you have kidney disease, heart disease, diabetes, blood pressure problems, or take multiple medications, ask a professional before continuing the same routine. This is where many people need to understand the difference between "I took magnesium" and "I took the right magnesium plan for my body." Those are not the same. Some people do better with a lower dose. Some do better taking it earlier in the evening instead of right before bed. Some do better with food. Some need to avoid certain forms. Some should not take supplemental magnesium unless their clinician recommends it. And some people may be better served by focusing on magnesium-rich foods rather than capsules. Let us now make this practical, because fear is not the goal. The goal is a safer magnesium checklist for seniors. First, check the label. Do not only look at the front of the bottle where it says calm, sleep, relax, or high absorption. Turn the bottle around. Look for the actual amount of elemental magnesium. That is the number that matters most. A product may list the compound name, but you need to know how much magnesium it actually provides. Look for the form. Is it magnesium glycinate, magnesium citrate, magnesium oxide, magnesium malate, magnesium threonate, magnesium carbonate, magnesium chloride? Each form may affect people differently. The right form depends on your goal, your digestion, your kidney function, your medications, and your tolerance. Second, respect the upper limit. Unless your doctor has told you otherwise, do not casually go above 350 milligrams per day of supplemental magnesium. Remember, that limit refers to magnesium from supplements and medications, not magnesium naturally found in food. More is not automatically better. After 60, the safest dose is not always the strongest dose. It is the dose your kidneys, medications, and digestive system can handle. Third, do not stack magnesium without realizing it. Many seniors are not overdoing magnesium from one bottle. They are stacking small amounts from 3 or 4 products. A capsule at night, a powder drink, a multivitamin, an antacid, a laxative, an electrolyte drink, a sleep formula. Individually, each one may not look alarming. Together, they may become too much. Fourth, separate magnesium from medications that need spacing. If you take osteoporosis medication such as alendronate Ask how far away magnesium should be. If you are prescribed certain antibiotics, ask your pharmacist about the timing. Do not assume bedtime is safe just because it is far away from breakfast. Your medication schedule is personal. Fifth, ask about kidney function. If you have chronic kidney disease, a low eGFR, long-standing diabetes, high blood pressure, or you take diuretics, magnesium deserves a more careful conversation. Ask whether you need a magnesium blood test. Ask whether your medications affect magnesium. Ask whether the dose on your bottle is appropriate. Sixth, track symptoms for 7 days. Not forever, just 7 days. Write down what time you take magnesium, how much you take, what form you take, and how you feel the next morning. Did you sleep better? Did you wake up less? Did your cramps improve? Or did you feel dizzy, weak, nauseated, unusually sleepy, have diarrhea, or feel your heart beating strangely? Your body gives feedback. Do not ignore the pattern. Seventh, think food first when possible. Magnesium-rich foods include leafy greens, beans, nuts, seeds, whole grains, and some dairy foods if you tolerate them. Food magnesium comes with balance. It comes with fiber, potassium, and other nutrients. It is usually much harder for healthy people to get too much magnesium from food alone because the kidneys eliminate excess magnesium. Supplements are more concentrated, and that is exactly why they require more respect. A simple plate can do more than people realize. Add spinach or cooked greens, add black beans or lentils, add pumpkin seeds or almonds if you can chew them safely and tolerate them. Choose whole grains instead of only refined grains. These foods do not work like a sedative. They support the mineral foundation your body uses every day. And remember, magnesium is only one piece of nighttime health. If you wake up with cramps, poor sleep, or restlessness, also look at hydration, potassium from food, sodium balance, blood sugar, medication timing, caffeine, alcohol, and how often you get up to urinate. The body is a system. If you only chase one mineral, you may miss the real cause. So here is the takeaway. Magnesium is not the enemy. For many people, it is an important mineral. It may support normal muscle and nerve function. It may help some people with relaxation. It may be useful when there is a true deficiency or a specific reason to supplement. But after 60, the way you use it matters more than the promise on the bottle. If you have kidney disease, do not guess. If you take medications that interact with minerals, check timing. If you feel dizzy, weak, unusually sleepy, or notice a strange heartbeat after taking magnesium, pay attention. If magnesium gives you diarrhea or sends you to the bathroom at night, do not pretend that is helping your sleep. Your body may be telling you the dose, the form, the timing, or the combination is wrong. Tonight, do one simple thing. Look at your magnesium bottle. Check the dose. Check whether it says elemental magnesium. Check your medications. Check whether you are getting magnesium from more than one product. And write down how you feel the next morning. Do not be afraid of magnesium. Be smart with it. Respect your kidneys. Respect your medications. Respect your symptoms. Respect the fact that a senior body deserves a personalized plan, not a random dose copied from someone on the internet. If this helped you, comment safe below. Share this with someone over 60 who takes magnesium at night. And watch the next video, because waking up at 3 in the morning may not be just insomnia. It may be a mineral timing problem, a hydration problem, or a signal your body has been trying to send you for months.